The following is transcribed.
Welcome to the Bat-Supe Season 2, Preheat. Here's a quick riddle for you, fellows and girls. What do you get when you cross a really ill-advised science experiment with an overeager, blindly zealous, and utterly gullible volunteer? A supervillain origin story for the ages, that's what you get. So let's tie on those capes for lots of foreign soil shenanigans, plenty of speculative science, and apoplectic tantrums galore. Der Teufel bet it all on the Atom Man, and it looks like things have come up black. Will he be able to resurrect his chances? Find out next in Part 9 of The Atom Man, as originally broadcast on October 22nd, 1945. But first...
Time for a commercial.
So, we can't talk about that either? Well, what are we supposed to do? Tell them, just buy the soup? What about the scholarship? I'm sorry, it sounded like you said we're live. What is that? Oh, we're live! Hey, fellows and girls, boy, oh boy, am I excited to tell you that we've still got the Bat-Supe Scholarship that you can enter if you're a high school senior and you're into math or science or PE or really any subject because, well, here at Bat-Supe, we believe in equal opportunity for, well, all the people, whether you're smart or just a dumb jock. I mean, you see, folks, our scriptwriters are, and we're not allowed to, but you should just buy Bat-Supe, available wherever fine podcasts are sold. No scriptwriter? That's rough.
Curtain. Music.
Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman.
faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
In a secret cave in the Black Forest of Germany, where several former Nazi leaders were hiding, a brilliant but unscrupulous Nazi scientist named Der Teufel injected a solution of pure kryptonite into the veins of a young German named Milch. Kryptonite, which is Superman's mortal enemy, is the most radioactive element in the world, Teufel said, and he promised that when young Milch awoke, he would be an atomic monster, generating such tremendous power and energy within his body that Superman and perhaps the entire world must acknowledge him as their master or be destroyed. For hours, the youth lay in a coma. Finally, unable to detect a heartbeat, General Bromberg, leader of the Nazis, ignored Teufel's frantic protests and ordered a grave to be dug. But as we continue now in the musty, dimly lit cave, Teufel suddenly cries out,
Wait, General. Look.
Look at what?
Young Milch. See, his chest moves. He's breathing.
Donnerwetter, it cannot be.
It is. See for yourself. He breathes, I tell you. And look, the color comes back to his cheeks.
Yeah, it is true, Teufel. But how can this be? His heart had stopped.
It had not really stopped. But without a stethoscope, it could not be hurt. See, all of you, my Atom Man lives. Young Milch lives. And now it is the end of Superman and of all who dare to defy Der Teufel and the Master German race. Ha, ha, ha!
He speaks. Come closer. Be quiet, everyone.
General Bromberg. Teufel, what is this?
His voice is so deep now.
How do you feel, Milch?
I feel strange. So light, as if I had no body. But I feel strong. Never have I felt so strong before.
Good. Can you stand?
Stand? Of course. Why not?
Let me see you.
All right. There, you see?
You do not feel dizzy?
No, I feel fine. So strong, as if I could carry all of you on my shoulders.
Good.
But why do you ask, Teufel? Why do all of you look at me so strangely? What has happened?
Do you not remember the kryptonite?
Kryptonite. Ah, yes, the strange green glowing metal which my father dissolved and which you injected into my blood.
Yeah, you remember the rest?
Yes, you said it would make me an Atom Man. You said I would only have to hold out my hands and such a stream of atomic power would flow from my body that... No, it can't be.
It can be and it will be. You have now such power that no army, however vast, can stand before you. Not even Superman can resist you.
I have such power, Teufel.
You have, my son.
I can't believe it.
I do not believe it, Teufel.
I will prove it to you. First, the gloves.
Gloves?
Yeah. Here they are. Put them on.
What strange gloves.
They seem to be made of some meshed metal.
They are made of platinum and thorium. You must remember always to put them on before you touch the converter. Through their fingers will emerge the atomic power in your body.
They fit well. You spoke of a converter?
Yeah. It is that small square metal box attached to your throat. It, too, is made of thorium and contains a tiny electronic tube. When you turn the little switch, an impulse flashes to the kryptonite atoms in your blood. No! Do not touch the switch or you will explode all of us into nothing.
You
Himmel.
can't be serious, Teufel.
You will see for yourself. Come.
Where?
Outside the cave. You two, General Bromberg, and all you others, come with us.
Go quietly. There are Allied soldiers all about in the forest.
It's still dark, General. Follow me now. You will go to the top of the small hill just ahead.
But why do we go there, Teufel?
In a moment you shall see. As soon as we reach the top of this hill.
Be careful. The Allied soldiers may have heard the shots before and be searching for us.
You can stop fearing the Allied soldiers, General. Soon all of them will be the slaves of my atom man.
An atom man. You speak like a fool, Teufel. It is impossible. Fantastic.
So they said of the first automobile and the airplane and the telephone. And so they said of the first atomic bomb.
But an atom man...
I said you shall see. Here. Just far enough. All of you stand behind us.
Now what?
Now comes the demonstration of how the master German race, as guided by me, shall rise again to destroy all our enemies and rule the world. Yeah. Now, young men, you will listen to me and do exactly as I say. You are ready?
I am ready, Teufel.
Your gloves are on firmly.
Yes.
Let me see if the converter fits exactly over your jugular vein. Yeah. You have felt where the little switch is.
I know.
Do not touch it yet. You are facing us. Turn toward the cave below.
All right. What do I do now?
Now, turn the switch on the converter.
All right. There.
What happens?
That sound. My voice. What an unusual voice.
You are now an atom man. Your voice is the voice of atomic energy. The kryptonite atoms rush through your blood to your fingertips, where they will emerge in an unbroken chain of unlimited power.
What is that?
Point your hands at the cave, quickly.
Ja, Teufel.
As the slim, blond young German raises his mesh-gloved hands, a brilliant white light which seems to illumine the entire forest flashes above him. And then there is a tremendous explosion. What has happened? We'll return in a moment to find out. But right now, here's a word from your announcer.
You know, one of the swell things about collecting these new comic buttons that come in packages of Kellogg's Pep is that you're already acquainted with the characters. Sure, you've been following their adventures in the funny papers for ages. So when you get a button with a picture of Winnie Winkle on it, well, it's kind of like meeting up with an old friend, or Superman, or Harold Teen, or any of the 18 different buttons in the series. And is it swell fun to get a new button for your collection whenever Mom opens a package of Pep, or to swap duplicates with your friends? And the best part is, you don't have to send in a single penny to get these keen-looking buttons, not even a box top. Fact is, you can't buy them anywhere. They're exclusive prizes for you in packages of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep. Inside every package, you'll find one of these sharp new comic buttons, or military insignia, or a warplane button. Remember, that's P-E-P, Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now back to the adventures of Superman.
On a small hill in the Black Forest, a young German named Milch, into whose veins Der Teufel has injected the kryptonite solution, turned the switch on the small converter at his throat, raised his mesh-gloved hands, and pointed them toward a cave 100 yards below. There was a blinding white flash, which seemed to light the entire forest like day, and then a violent explosion. As we continue now, Der Teufel laughs softly and gloatingly as the young atom man, General Bromberg, and 9 other Nazis gape wordlessly at a great canyon-like hole in the forest floor in which giant trees are uprooted and tons of earth and rock flung wildly into the air have fallen to form new grotesque mounds in the darkness. Then Teufel reaches from behind the Atom Man to turn off the converter at the youth's throat.
Oh, well, gentlemen, what do you say now?
I cannot believe it, Teufel. Look, the cave is no longer there.
It is as if a giant bomb dropped or an earthquake. Did I really do that, Teufel?
Of course you did, my boy. Did I not say that you now have unlimited atomic power within your body?
It makes my head whirl. Well, I'll destroy all the Allied army camps. Come on.
Control yourself. It is I who give you your power, and I who can take it away. Do you understand that?
Yes, of course. I understand, Teufel.
It is I who will command, and you who will obey.
What are you getting at, Teufel?
It is necessary that this boy and I understand each other. Now, hear me, Milch. You will leave here at once and proceed to America.
America?
Yeah. You will go to America and take care first of Superman.
I'll enjoy that. He ruined many of our greatest plans. But how will I find him?
In Metropolis, there's a large newspaper called the Daily Planet.
I know the paper. When I studied journalism in an American college, we often referred to the Daily Planet.
Good. You may be able to secure a position on the Daily Planet. Tell them you will do anything. Sweep floors, anything. But secure a position on the paper.
Why?
Because the Daily Planet alone has contact with Superman. You will discover what that contact is.
I see. All right. When I have finished with Superman, what then?
You will then go to a certain address which is sewn within your right glove. You feel a label in the glove?
Yes.
You will find me there. If not me, then another whom you will recognize. I or he will give you further orders.
Make haste, Teufel. I see flashlights in the woods. The soldiers must be coming.
Yeah. Go then, Milch. Oh, yes. In America, you must not have such a German-sounding name. Let me see.
When I was at school there, I was Henry Miller.
Henry Miller it is, then. In your jacket are forged papers and a passport. You will proceed to the village of Neuheim, where you will board a train for Berlin. From there, arrangements have been made to take you to Metropolis by plane. Hurry now. The flashlights come closer. Oh, wait. Take off the meshed gloves and pull the collar of your shirt about the converter.
All right.
Now go, hurry.
All right. Wait. My father, where is he?
I hoped I would not have to tell you. When you were in a coma, he left the cave. He was mad with grief, thinking you had died. Your American soldiers saw him and shot him.
The swine! Where are they?
You will revenge yourself on them and on all their countrymen in due time, but first you must take care of Superman. Then the rest of the world. Go now.
Yes, I'll go. I'll take care of Superman. And then of all the United States. Auf Wiedersehen, Teufel. Goodbye, General Bromberg. Goodbye, all of you. Hide.
Turning abruptly, the Atom Man plunges into the brush to begin his vengeful journey to Metropolis, the Daily Planet, and Superman. And so the first dangerous link is forged in the chain that may soon render Superman helpless. From now on, it's a battle to the death. So don't miss a single episode from now on. Tune in tomorrow and every day, Monday through Friday, same time, same station, and thrill to the adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Fellas and girls, be sure to follow the adventures of Superman, brought to you every day, Monday through Friday, same time, same station, by the grand old Kellogg Company of Battle Creek. And for other thrilling adventures of Superman, see your local newspaper. Superman is also a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC publications.
And now, faster than a speeding bullet, it's part 10 of The Atom Man, as originally broadcast on October 23rd, 1945.
Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents The Adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Claiming that he could transform a human being into an atomic monster who would be able to control the world, a brilliant but unscrupulous Nazi scientist known as Der Teufel injected a solution of kryptonite into the veins of a young German named Heinrich Milch. Wearing meshed gloves and a tiny converter at his throat, Milch, in a test, lifted his hands and a violent explosion ensued which uprooted giant trees and tore a huge canyon-like hole in the Black Forest. Telling the awed youth that his first task was to conquer Superman, Teufel ordered him to go to America, where he had been educated, and under the name of Henry Miller, secure a position on the Metropolis Daily Planet, which was said to have contact with Superman. Meanwhile, having been unable to find Teufel in Germany, Superman has returned to Metropolis. And as we continue now, he is entering the laboratory of Dr. James Millison, a famous American scientist. Listen.
Clark Kent said you wanted to see me, Doctor.
Yes, Superman. Come in and sit down.
Can't we talk right here?
If you're worried about the sliver of kryptonite...
Frankly, I am. As you know, I can't come within 10 feet of it without losing my strength.
Well, you're quite safe in this laboratory. The sliver was destroyed. Come to my desk.
Destroyed?
Yes, in a final effort to discover the cause for its strange effect on you, I placed it in the cyclotron and bombarded it with atoms. Here we are. Sit down.
Thank you. Well, don't keep me in suspense, Doctor. Were you able to find a defense for me against the kryptonite?
I'm sorry to say I wasn't.
Oh.
I did my best, believe me.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
I tried everything, every method known to science, and all the knowledge of electronics developed during the war. I even called in 3 of my colleagues, the leaders in the fields of chemistry and biology and atomics.
They couldn't help either?
No. You see, your problem is most unique. It's without precedent. You can withstand the most intense power known to man, and yet you're vulnerable to the kryptonite in its stable state. That is, before its atomic structure is disturbed.
Yes, why is that?
That's the crux of the problem, which we can't discover. I can only guess at the answer. You were born on Krypton, where the radioactivity of the planet's elements gave you your amazing powers.
Yes?
But here in the atmosphere of Earth, the chemical structure of your body must react in the opposite way to the fragment of kryptonite and make you weak. I can't tell you why that chemical change takes place.
Well, can't you find out? I mean, perhaps some element or vitamin in my system breaks down. If we found out what it was and I absorbed a great quantity of it...
I thought of that. I even considered exposing you to the tiny piece of kryptonite I had, and then subjecting you to a blood test. And then I remembered your skin was impenetrable.
Yes, that's so. Doctor, something must be done. Der Teufel has a piece of that kryptonite. We traced him to Germany, but he disappeared there. Now, I know he intends to use it against me and then against the rest of the world.
Tell me, how large is the piece of kryptonite Teufel has?
Oh, roughly about the size of that paperweight on your desk.
Uh-huh. Not very large, but the stuff is amazingly pure. You wouldn't need much of it for a bomb powerful enough to destroy all of Metropolis.
What?
But it's impossible. He'd need a huge factory, and the occupation forces now control all the factories in Germany.
But suppose he doesn't intend to make bombs. Teufel told a henchman of his that he intends to create an atom man with the kryptonite.
Oh, what?
An atom man. Some kind of monster he said would be able to control me and enslave the rest of the world.
What in thunder did he mean by that?
I don't know, I'm sure, but I'm worried. Teufel is a brilliant scientist.
I know he is. He won prizes in science twice before the war, and we know he's the man responsible for the rocket bombs the Nazis used. But an atom man, I can't imagine what he meant.
No, I can't either. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless he had some mad idea of... Doctor, would you say it was possible to somehow incorporate the kryptonite in a man's body?
Good heavens, no. The stuff would probably kill him, and
You
besides...
said it was very pure.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it contains practically no impurity.
Well?
That's another amazing thing about it. But introducing it into a man's body, why, even if it could be done and the man lived, what would be accomplished?
If Teufel discovered a way of harnessing and then loosing the tremendous atomic power you say there is in the kryptonite, while it was in a human body, well, he'd have his atom man, wouldn't he?
Not even Teufel is that clever. Forget such a fantastic possibility, Superman.
Would you say it was impossible?
In science, we rarely say anything is impossible. But I'll go so far as to assure you that such an atom man is practically impossible.
Well, that's a relief. Now, if only there was some defense for me against the kryptonite. I know that Teufel has some plan up his sleeve, and apparently its success depends on getting me out of the way.
As I told you, I haven't been able to invent a defense against it. But I'm working on something now which may help you.
You are? What's that?
A detector.
Detector?
Yes, we were able to measure the humming sound the kryptonite makes and its gamma rays. Using a radar principle, we're completing a detector now which will warn you of the presence of the kryptonite while it's still some distance away.
How far away?
Well, that can't be determined accurately. It'll depend on the quantity of the stuff, whether or not it's subdued by other elements, and so on. But the detector will certainly register its approach within 100 yards.
Well, that'll give me a fighting chance, at least. I won't be taken by surprise. When will this detector be ready, Doctor?
Late today, I hope.
Oh?
2 of my assistants are working on it now. Would you like to see how they're progressing?
I certainly would. Might make the difference between life and death to me.
Come with me.
Thank you.
There's a small laboratory behind that steel door where I do my most important work.
Oh?
Here we are. In just a moment, this door's always locked. Come in.
Thanks.
This way. Those 2 men across the room are working on the detector. I'll bet they jump a foot when they see Superman in person.
As Superman and Dr. Millicent enter the private laboratory, an angry scene is taking place in Perry White's office at the Metropolis Daily Planet. Seated at his desk, the gray-haired editor scowls furiously at Jimmy Olsen, the freckle-faced cub reporter.
And you say Kent just walked out of the office again, Olsen?
Well, he didn't walk, he ran.
And he didn't say where he was going?
No, sir. He got a phone call, grabbed his hat, and beat it.
Did he say when he'd be back?
No, he didn't.
Well, how do you like that? Whenever Mr. Kent gets a notion he wants a vacation, which has been happening practically every day recently, he just takes it.
Oh, I don't think he went on any vacation, Chief. I mean, Mr. White.
You don't think? Do you know where he went?
No, but
Do you know where he disappeared to yesterday?
No.
Or the day before that?
No, but
Or the day before that, the 3 days before that?
No, but I...
Well, neither do I. Neither does Lois. Neither does anybody except Kent himself, and he's not talking.
Well, I'm sure it must be something important.
Something important? Something too important to tell me, his editor? The poor fish who pays his salary? What am I around here anyway? The office boy? I mean the coppice boy? I mean the office boy?
Now, take it easy, Chief. You'll blow a gasket.
It's my gasket, and I'll blow it if I want to. I'll blow 1,000,000 of them.
But your blood pressure...
It's my blood pressure, too. Olsen, I put up with all I can stand from, can't I? I won't put up with any more. For years, I've stood for his disappearing whenever he felt like it, and then popping up again. But this is too much. This is the last straw.
But, Mr. White...
Ever since that piece of kryptonite was stolen from the museum a couple of weeks ago, Kent's hardly been in the office at all.
Oh, but that's what it is. Mr. Kent must be trying to find the kryptonite. He said Superman was in great danger from it.
Superman in danger? Well, of all the poppycock. If that's what Kent's wasting the Daily Planet's good money on, it's time he learned a lesson. Yes, sir, he needs a lesson, and I'm going to teach it to him.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, what's that? Oh, the intercom. Well, what is it, Miss Backrack?
There's a Mr. Henry Miller to see you, Mr. White.
Who?
Mr. Henry Miller.
Henry Miller? Henry Miller? Oh, who's he?
Henry Miller. Is this the young Nazi in whose blood runs the dread kryptonite? We'll return in a moment for the exciting climax to today's episode. But right now, here's a word from your announcer.
You know, gang, it's not often you can get such swell prizes without sending in any money, not even a box stop. I'm talking about those brand new comic buttons that now come in packages of Kellogg's Pep. They're so easy to get, easy to look at, too. Bright comic strip colors, sparkling white background, sturdy metal buttons you'll get a kick out of wearing on your jacket or dress or cap. And what a kick you'll get out of collecting all 18 different buttons, trading duplicates with your friends, and comparing notes on how many you've collected so far. You know, these are real true-to-life pictures of your favorite comic strip friends, like Moon Mullins and K.O. and Smilin' Jack and Superman, of course. 18 of them in all, each one just about the best-looking thing you can imagine. So how about getting busy on your collection? Today, ask Mom to get you a good supply of that super-delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep. That's the only way you can get these new comic buttons, you know. You can't buy them anywhere. You don't send in any money, not even a box stop. You just look inside the Pep package and see which prize you find. A nifty, colorful comic button or a military insignia or warplane button. It's a prize for you from P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now, back to the adventures of Superman.
In his office with Jimmy Olsen, Editor Perry White has just been informed by his secretary on the interoffice phone that a Mr. Henry Miller wishes to see him.
Henry Miller? Oh, who's he, Miss Backrack?
Oh, he's young and terribly good-looking, Mr.
Good-looking?
White.
Who asked you if he's good-looking?
Oh, boy.
Who is he and what does he want?
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. White. He's looking for a position.
Well, why bother me about it? Send him to Kinsey, the office manager.
Oh, but he's looking for a reporter's position, and you always interview reporters yourself.
Well, I'm not interviewing any today. I've got enough reporters. Too many, as a matter of fact, for my peace of mind. Send him away. Wait a minute. Did you say he was a reporter?
Yes, sir. Will you see him?
Will I? You bet I will. And if he's any kind of a reporter, I'll... Oh, send him in, Miss Backrack. Send him right in.
Yes, sir.
Oh, son, this is rich.
Oh, what is?
This. It works out perfectly. I said I was going to teach Kent a lesson, didn't I?
Huh? Well, sure, but I don't get it.
Oh, you will, and so will Kent. He thinks that... Now, come in. Oh, come in, Miller. Come in. Glad to see you.
Why, you may be just the man I'm looking for.
Cordially, Perry White invites the slim, blond young man into his office, unaware that he is facing the most dangerous man who ever lived. For this is Henry Miller, the German atomic monster created by Der Teufel to conquer Superman, and he is about to be hired as a reporter for the Daily Planet. What will happen? Don't miss tomorrow's thrill-packed episode when Superman meets what may be his master. Tune in, same time, same station, and listen to The Adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Fellows and girls, be sure to follow the adventures of Superman, brought to you every day, Monday through Friday, same time, same station, by the grand old Kellogg Company of Battle Creek. And for other thrilling adventures of Superman, see your local newspaper. Superman is also a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC Publications.
So, not only does the Atom Man live, but now he lives a few blocks from Clark Kent. So that's no good. But don't worry, we've got a long way to go before this one's done. Meanwhile, thanks for listening. Be sure to invite your friends to listen as well on their favorite podcatcher or by way of YouTube and Facebook. We'll see you next time, gang. Until then, up, and away!
The name of James Watt is invariably associated with the invention of the steam engine and with little else. It is not generally known that he was also responsible for numerous other less important but still useful contrivances. Nor do many realize that one of his major discoveries belongs, because of its curious origin, in the chronicles of the strange and the incredible.
Within a few years after it was first conceived, James Watt's steam engine was a commercial success. And in the year 1783, its inventor was enjoying both the income and the prestige to which his great scientific contribution entitled him. It came, therefore, as something of a surprise to Dr. McGregor, the pastor of the local church, when Watt appeared at his door early one summer morning, clad in a workman's overalls.
I'd like to climb the church steeple.
The church steeple? What for, Mr. Watt?
It's an experiment I want to try. A crazy idea I got in my brain, and I cannot get it out. And I came by it in a crazy way.
What way was that?
I cannot tell you now for fear you'd laugh. But if you let me climb, Doctor, and if the experiment works, why then I'll tell you the queerest story you ever heard.
A few moments later, the inventor appeared carrying a large kettle in his hand. Perched precariously at the very top of the steeple, he raised the kettle and, with a sudden gesture, overturned it. Unable to restrain himself longer, Dr. McGregor ran down the porch steps and raced toward the church. But even before he arrived there, James Watt had descended from the steeple. The pastor found the famous man knee-deep in the waters of the moat, shouting excitedly.
It worked! Dr. McGregor, it worked! I've stumbled on a new scheme for making ammunition. You drop molten lead, and it turns into gunshot.
Yes, Dr. McGregor's church steeple proved to be the first shot tower ever used. More than a century thereafter, leaden shot was the chief ammunition employed in the wars of Europe. And even today, similar shot towers are still in operation. But it is doubtful whether even their owners know the story that James Watt told Dr. McGregor that same morning. The strange story of what had led him to his experiment.
But I do not see, Mr. Watt, how you knew the lead would disintegrate when you dropped it. I came by the idea in a queer sort of way. 'Twas in a dream.
A dream?
Aye, a dream that kept a coming back to me next after next after next. I'd be standing in an open field, and all of a sudden, the clouds would burst and the rain would start beating down around me. Then I'd hold out my hand to feel the drops, and they'd be hard in my hand like little balls of metal, and I'd say to myself, why, man, 'tis raining leaden raindrops, and that's a queer thing indeed. And then I'd wake, and the remembering of those drops wouldn't let me sleep again. And so at last I said to myself, could it be that fallen lead disintegrates, as you call it, and forms the shape of gunshot? And so I decided to find out, and I did, and that's all there is to it. 'Tis a strange thing, I know. How would you explain it?
But neither the man of God nor any other man since has been able to explain James Watt's strange dream. Had he unconsciously grasped the principle of his remarkable discovery and then projected it in the form of the rain symbol? Or was the dream what he himself intimated it was? A miracle. A miracle incredible but true.